So today I decided I was going to do a video. There's not a lot else to do, but I was going to share with you the different types of products that I use when I clean my four-wheelers up after a ride. The last ride I was out, it's actually not that bad, but I thought I would show you what I use. So you can pick this up at Lowe's. I think this was, I want to say maybe 15 bucks, something like that, 15, $20. But simple green, pretty big jug. You can also find it in like a gallon jug at like Meyer. I think that one's like 10 bucks. But this is one choice that I use. I've been using this one for years. And then recently I found this one, which is, it's called Awesome, and you can get this at Dollar General. And I think this jug here is 3 bucks. They also have spray bottles that are smaller, and I think those are $1 each. But you can also use this. And both of them I think work pretty good. What I noticed that they do pretty good job of is taking off the mud slime. I usually try to spray that on, spray it off, and then in the areas that the scum's still on, go back and spray it again. Works nice on your tires. And then you can buy just a spray bottle, and you can mix it up and spray it like that. Personally, I think that takes a long time, but I use, let me grab it. I have a pump sprayer, so I just fill this up, and then I add a little bit of water to it. Sometimes I use it full concentrate. It just depends on how hard the mud is to get off. Obviously, full concentrate's better, but for like now, I'll mix some water in with this. Usually about half and half, but I use a pump sprayer, and it works out pretty good. So that's what I usually do. If I get this thing to stay up here, that's what I usually do to get it clean. Spray this stuff on, then I go and spray the hose, and then after that, a lot of times I have a leaf blower. I'll use that to blow off the water out of, like, I got bead locks that get in there. I'll blow that out of there, and then I'll use tire shine and put that on the plastics, and it makes them shine. Just don't put it on your seat because it makes it really slippery. I'll show you what that looks like. So yeah, this is what I use, tire foam, and it makes the plastic shine up pretty nice. Plus, I honestly think it helps keep stuff from sticking to the plastics as much. But this is my routine. This is what I do, and I'll do a video showing show you about what the quad looks like now and then afterwards, so you can see that it's not really dirty. It's just sand there. But like the wheels, you can see the wheels there. So I'll spray the stuff on there. I'll go around with the hose, and then once that's all done, leaf blower to get the water out, and then I'll start with the tire foam to shine it up. So let me show you here. So you can see here where it's kind of broke down the mud, sand, dirt. And then when you blast and put some pressure on it, which you could use a pressure washer on this stuff, I just don't. I think it's better not to do that. Use just a garden hose because of the bearings and such, but it gets it clean enough for what I'm gonna do. The other thing I like to do, I like to spray my radiator out. So I always come from the back side, turn the pressure down a little bit, about like that. Try to clean that radiator out. It's not so bad from where I went riding the last time, but when you get into the mud, it just really rolls out of there. The other thing is I can wash up underneath your Nerf bars if you have them, or pegs. Get all the crap off the bottom. Now you can't really tell, but you can see some scum on the tire. So I'm working that up like that. That's what I'm saying. That simple green or that awesome. See, there's hardly any here. You know, maybe on the side treads where I didn't spray it as well. But that's what I'm saying. Once you spray that stuff on there, then it completely takes that scum off without having to scrub or anything. So I'll just grab since I've got the camera in my hand, it's easier for me to use a spray bottle. So I'll just come around and spray each one of these wheels now where they were sitting against the gravel. I'm a firm believer in keeping my stuff nice. Honestly, I've let this stuff sit on here this week longer than I wanted to. It wasn't that bad, so I wasn't too concerned about it, but but usually if it's super muddy, I try to take that off, get it off, you know, the next day or the day after. Okay. Now be careful. No, it's not too bad over here. I'll wipe that down by hand. Then I have this little tool here. This is a BG55. This is a leaf blower. I use this thing for cleaning out the garage, doing this, blowing leaves, blowing grass chunks and stuff. Tons of uses for it. I've even tried to blow snow with it. But I'll fire this thing up. Got to choke it and let it warm up just a bit. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about, how the bead locks hold in the water. So you can see how the water just pools up there, and you don't want to leave that set there, so watch what happens. So that's what I do. Of course, I probably got a couple splash marks on the screen. But so there I'm pretty much clean. I just got to, I'll let it dry, and then that's when I will come back and spray that tire foam on it. So most of the time it takes the scum off, but you can see these plastics, this is a 2008, so this bike is older. But you can see that some of the plastics and stuff, when I wipe it, you know, it's still kind of dull. But when I put that tire foam on there, it'll shine up real nice. But this isn't something I normally do. I kind of let it just dry normally, and then I'll come get the tire foam, but to kind of speed this process up. So I don't have much tire foam, so this might be as good as it goes, but I'll do a fender, or like one side if I can get that far, to show you what this stuff's like and maybe a tire. But man, there's hardly any in here. So, well, just like I said, I ran out. So I didn't get far. I got maybe half this side done. So, but just tire foam. I'm sure many of you used it. I have a little bit left in this can. Let me try this one. Get somewhere to finish it up. So, I'm out. And honestly, I don't feel like going and getting any. But you can just leave that on there and then it'll run off. Or you can go back over it with a rag, however you want. If you don't wipe it off, it kind of has a residue on it. And some people might not like that, but I do not spray this shit on my seat. And I don't put Armor All on my seat either. Because it's hard to stay on. So, but actually maybe that's what I need to do, so it'll teach me to get off on the hills. But that's kind of my process. Like I said, what else am I going to do while we're in quarantine? I think I'll wipe down this side and then repair it, let you see what the differences are. So there's a tire with tire foam, tire without, and you can see I still have some scum and stuff on there. But that's the other thing that the tire foam does. It takes off a lot of that. And then, so you can see the plastics, how they're all kind of scratched up and stuff. So this is the side that didn't have the tire foam on it. And then you can kind of get up here and you can see where I got the tire foam in it. And then, like I said, when you wipe it off, I don't think it's as good as if you don't. And I don't know if you'll be able to see that on camera or not, but you can see the scratches and stuff on that side a lot worse, I think, than this side, but maybe it's just the light too. I don't know, man. That's what I do. And you notice I sprayed the whole motor and everything. Now I ain't gonna wipe that off. I'll just let that all kind of roll off. I got a Nerf bar thing I gotta fix here. But yeah, that's how I do it here. And like I said, I'll lube everything up. But that ought to do it. So thanks for watching, and I know it's pretty common and everybody has their own ways. I just thought I'd show you how that I do the washing of my quad and my process. So now my gear, I would just lay my gear and stuff out and wash it all right here in the driveway too, and let it dry. I hang it on a rack and let it dry, and then I take it and wash it in the house. So that's how I do it, man. Hope you found it informative, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll try to reply. Thanks.